Shalom, family trendsetter. For those of you only listening to the audio part of this video, I am driving, so you will hear some noise in the background. Now, real quick, I want to discuss the Leviticus chapter 11 from verse 13 to 20 law that the Most High give us what to eat, what not to eat. Now, I made a video earlier in the week telling you that chicken, I personally believe we're not supposed to eat because it's an unclean bird. It's a scavenger. I showed you in the video where the heathen had a bowl of meat and all the chicken was running towards a bowl to eat the meat. Now, the Most High only sanctioned us to eat herbivores. Herbivore meaning that animals that eat herbs and seeds. Now, he distinctly told us which animals to eat. That have this. Their hoof have to be split, and they have to chew the cud. You know what I'm saying? You have animals that got split hoof like the pig, but they don't chew the cud. They eat meat. They eat dead animals. They're dead things. They're carnivores. Okay. Now, I know a lot of y'all may not agree with me when I say chicken is unhealthy to eat, but I suggest y'all watch that video and do the research in the Bible. Now, if you notice in Leviticus chapter 11, from the 13th verse to the 20th verse, right, it talks about the turkey, actually not the turkey vulture, but it talks about the vulture. Now, the vulture is one of the bird that we're not supposed to eat, you know what I'm saying, because it's a scavenger, eat dead animals, and we're not supposed to eat any meat, animals that eat meat, because, when you consume meat, you have bacteria and stuff like that, and it's hard for you to digest. This is one of the reasons why the Most High intended us, in the beginning, in the Garden of Eden, to only be vegetarians. But, of course, because we sinned, then the Most High sanctioned us to eat meat, because the Most High said we was going to have to go out there and hunt for our food. Now, this particular bird that you're about to see on your screen, right, this is what you would call a vulture. Now, in some cases, some people refer to this as turkey vulture. Now, I know a lot of times when we, not me anymore anyway, you go to Thanksgiving dinner, you eat turkey. Now, the turkey is a descendant of the turkey vulture, which is one of the birds that the Most High told us not to eat. For example, this bird right here is a turkey. This is what you guys would consume on a daily basis. You make turkey sandwiches, you eat it for Thanksgiving. And this is one of the birds you're not supposed to eat because it's closely related to the vulture, the turkey vulture. The chicken also is not a native bird. In other words, the chicken is a hybrid bird. And we're not supposed to eat that bird because, once again, the chicken also is a scavenger. This bird right here is also a scavenger. It will eat anything. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people say, no, it actually, they bred it, they farm raised it. It doesn't matter. It's the nature of the bird. If you have a farm raised bird let loose into the wild, it's going to start going back to its natural, way of thinking. So in other words, if you let go of farm-raised bird that's just used to eating, let's say, corn and grains, and it escape into the wild, it has to survive. So it's going to eat insects, it's going to eat all different type of insects, and incidentally, you are what you eat. If this bird is consuming insect that the Most High didn't sanction us to eat, because the only thing that the Most High said for us to eat as far as insects is concerned is a locust and a grasshopper, not any other kind of insect. So if this bird, such as chicken, because chicken eat anything. I've seen them eat caterpillars. When I used to be in Jamaica, they eat caterpillars, they eat worms, they eat, they eat snot. I've seen people cough up coal and spit on the ground and they went and suck it up, not to grow shala. So I surpassed that chicken, and turkey is an unclean bird because the turkey is a descendant of the turkey vulture, and the turkey vulture is definitely close related, close related to the vulture itself. Okay, so I want y'all to, go behind me and do your research. I know a lot of y'all might beg me differ because the Bible didn't name this in the Bible not to eat, but you got to understand there's so many different birds. The Bible's not going to name every single bird. And it didn't mention chicken because chicken is a hybrid. That name is just originated. But go behind me and do your research. With that, I'll say shalom.